Okay, hi, welcome to today's vlog. We are at the launch of Passion, Paychecks, and Purpose with Ashley Kirkwood, and it's at Eloquy. So we are in the really cute little quaint mall area, nice quality stores, and we're gonna give you the first look together. So here we go.
Professional setting, or
I would say entrepreneur. Entrepreneur trying to start your own business.
awesome. That's great.
Thank you.
So one of the things about mental,
When you have a dream, when you have a goal, it's going to be hard. But the question is, what are you willing to give up? So for you all, what were you willing to give up for your dream?
I gave up so much. I gave up so much, and it's so funny because I've had this conversation over and over with my agent. It's a lot of people want to be, a lot of women want to be models, and now with the plus size industry and how we are being uplifted and everybody wants to be a model. And I say everybody could probably be a model, except not everybody has that drive to be a model. And the thing is that and I had talked to you about this, actually that I was in business, and I was taking the money that I was getting from my job to invest in my next career. I had boutiques here and there. I'm also a photographer, so I shoot models and I mentor them as well, which has been really great. But at the same time, when I travel, my money goes into that until I get reimbursed from my job, from that work. I died 2 days before, and my agent called me and she told me, "I'm so sorry for your loss, but Target wants to use you tomorrow." This was at noon. What did I do? I went on, got myself a ticket at 5 p.m., packed the book bag, and left and worked the next day. My eyes were like that. I had ice packs on my eyes. I was like, my husband's talking to me. I'm like trying to zen out. Yeah. But you got to do what you got to do, and that couldn't have been easy.
Both Jessica and Candace were replacing salaries that were maybe shy of 6 figures, right? Like, you got to check people that you're paying. You know what I mean? Not check them rude, right? But you have to make sure you're getting what you're paying for. And when you're gonna have a consistent relationship with someone, the way that you check them is very important, right? So I'm a, thank you so much. I'm a trial lawyer by trade. So my natural instinct is to be aggressive, right? Send a letter, the letter's gonna be cutthroat, it's gonna get reviewed. That's my natural instinct. But what I had to learn in working on a team for this show is people are gonna make mistakes when you work together long term. The way that you check them has to be such that they can come back from it and that you're not demeaning them. You know what I mean? But you still gotta check them because they're getting a check, okay? So that's one thing I learned. The other thing, can't be afraid to sever ties. You cannot be afraid to sever ties. This is our, Chan is amazing, so this is not about her, just gotta put that first. The videographer that does all of our videos that are on YouTube, his name is Eugene McKinney. He is phenomenal. He's an outstanding videographer. I mean, he's just top notch. And when I say my team meets at 4 a.m. on Saturdays, that's because I may have worked 100 hours that week. You know what I mean? That's just the reality of what I have chosen to do as my profession. But we had someone before Eugene, and I'm not gonna say his name, but the product that I received wasn't great. How did I get him? Facebook recommendations. So the other thing I've learned, your Facebook friends are great, but they are not Yelp, and they are not always reliable. People will refer their cousin, their little brother that they know ain't gonna do, their nephew who may or may not have a camera, to be your photographer. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So you gotta check things. I was naive in that I assumed if several people on the Facebook post referred someone, then of course they have to be great. But that's not always the case. So maybe you take the referrals, but then you check the work for yourself. So my top 2 things is don't be afraid to sever ties. You gotta check people that you're giving checks to, but do it in a way that they can come back from it, because I like working with the same people. If I have to change, I'll do it, but I value growing with the team. I really value that, and I like trusting who I work with. And I know that the producers that I work with, they tell me we book, I remember, so Jessica, we didn't have a guest. It was probably 8 p.m. the day before we shoot. And we have a set, I paid a makeup artist, and I'm self-financing this, right? This is not No disrespect to anyone who does YouTube differently. I knew that for this particular show, we have a videographer, we have a set, like we invest in those things because I never wanted my side passion to make my professional identity look janky, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I can't be out here a lawyer and then one of my clients happens to find my YouTube channel and it's like me in a bathroom with like, Chris, turn on the lights. Like, I can't do that, right? Like, people do that on YouTube and it works for them. It couldn't work for me. But the night before we were taping, I didn't have a guest and I needed someone who, I wanted a plus size model. And, you know, the producer found Jess and Jess was like there at 6 a.m. ready to go. And she's, I mean, obviously she's phenomenal. You all know that. So you just need people you trust. In terms of what advice I would give, have a good team up front. Like, assemble the troops early. I am a lawyer, but I don't have my own nationally syndicated talk show just yet. But that being said, I reached out to people who are in this industry and I listened to what they said I needed and then I did what they said I needed to do. Oftentimes we'll get advice, but then we won't do it. So I recommend you finding people who are doing what you want to do, and then you ask them what they recommend, and then you do it. Yes?
Yes, I have a question for the other three women. Is this your